So unless you live under a rock, if you've been following the tennis news, especially in the last year, we've had two major champions come in with a doping scandal. This one is absolutely crazy, shocked the world. Iga Swiatek. Iga Swiatek is currently the world number 2, and she is the highest earner on the female tour. And if I'm not mistaken, she's also the highest earning female athlete last year.
I just want the record to show that I was in fact correct. That is all.
She's won a total of 5 titles this year, amassed over $8 million just in prize money alone, and she got caught in a doping scandal, to which she is serving a suspension for. But here's why this is very important. Now, this video is not made to taint her reputation. In fact, quite the opposite, because this doping scandal is unique, much like Jannik Sinner's was for earlier this year. And if you see me panning my eyes down, it's because I want to make sure I get my notes right here, and I've made a few notes on my phone, and you can feel free to fact check me down in the comments below. I would appreciate that. She tested positive for a substance called trimetazidine. Anyways, it is a substance used to treat conditions like angina, which is a heart condition. However, she was not taking the banned substance for any condition, nor to get ahead. Within this process, when an athlete fails a drug test, they have the opportunity to send to a lab the products they think might have been tainted as a form of appeal.
The appeal is handled by the Court of Arbitration for Sport, or the CAS, and they're an independent institution created by the International Olympic Committee. They facilitate the settlement of sport-related disputes through arbitration or mediation, aka it's like the jury to hear the athlete's side of the story.
She sent a melatonin product, which most of us either use or have heard of, that she got to help with jet lag because she had gone from the Olympics and come into the American hardcourt swing. So she was jet lagged, got a melatonin product, took it, and the lab confirmed that that product was tainted with a banned substance. Now, she had claimed no fault because it wasn't a fault of her own, and after providing the sample that proved her innocence, this begs the question, why did they keep it in silence? Well, if you're watching this video, it's because you like the tea. Having a scandal around you can damage your reputation to the point of losing sponsorship endorsements and losing investors in any of the businesses they're involved with. This can have massive impacts on her reputation, which is very valuable to her, as she is one of the top players of this generation. So they tried to keep it a secret by saying she was taking time off for private reasons, which I feel so bad for her, but she needed to do the due diligence and have her products tested so that she could prove her innocence before people start speculating on the internet, because the internet is a bunch of savages. She's an incredible player. She did not need to cheat. She was already dominating in the sport, relatively speaking. She did not need to cheat, and nor did she. She just took a product to help fall asleep, which is a natural product typically. If she was just taking melatonin, that is an approved product that anyone can take anywhere.
And for the uneducated trolls, no, they're not going to ban melatonin because your body naturally produces it on its own. So they can't ban it.
If you're watching this video, one thing I really want to clear up for you is, how did this mistake happen? And it all comes down to the process is kind of not set up to help the athletes. In this case, the FDA, or globally really, natural supplements are not tested by third parties. If they were, they would be so much more expensive, and then they would risk people not wanting to buy them, etc. So in order to keep costs low, they don't third-party test. That's very important problem here though, because she bought a product that was not tested afterwards. So while the company didn't do anything devious here, they're probably just making multiple products. So the company itself probably created a pharmaceutical product that included that banned substance in it for a prescription for some other company. And I know that's a lot of mumbo jumbo, but why would they do that? Well, let's look at it this way. The company needs to make money. Let's say Trader Joe's is the company where she got her melatonin from. While Trader Joe's makes natural products, they need to find a supplier for a melatonin product. Trader Joe's themselves is a grocery store. They don't make melatonin. So they go elsewhere and they find a company that has the lab, that has the equipment, that has the facility that's able to make this product. They say, okay, can you make me this melatonin product so that I can sell to my consumers? They like it to be organic, natural, whatever. They give them everything they need. When creating the product, of course, they test to make sure that there's, potency and whatever for their own reasons, right? They want to make sure that the product that they're selling and marketing is the product that they want. So they market it and test it to make sure that it works. Because these companies make multiple products for multiple different companies, not just Trader Joe's. They might sell to a Shoppers Drug Mart or a London Drugs that we have here, or, a CVS, something like that. They have multiple clients because that melatonin product that they make for Trader Joe's is not enough to pay the bills. So in order for the company to make money and pay their employees, they need to make multiple products for different company. Labs are not very big, so in labs, oftentimes they'll have to use maybe the same drum to mix the products, and maybe the drum was not cleaned out particularly well between uses. That's how something like this could end up in a melatonin product. A trace amount of it ends up in the melatonin product because there wasn't maybe good cleaning before, and now all of a sudden we have a risky product on the market in just this one batch. It's not like they're manufacturing a product that's illegal or they're trying to find a loophole. That's not what this company is doing. In fact, that would be very expensive and that would decrease their profits for sure. So what ends up happening is a trace amount is left in there and this batch is ruined, but nobody's testing them, so they don't know that. And that's where the problem lies. This athlete goes to buy a product which they presume is fine for them. But now this, call it Trader Joe's melatonin, while yes, it's natural melatonin, it's exactly as advertised, it's getting her in trouble because she's failing, or I guess in this case, passing a drug test. She's getting a positive test on a drug test. And this is why all of my clients that I work with as a sport nutritionist, and I work with a lot of tennis players, this is why we make sure that we only use trusted products. And that's why I use Legion supplements, because they are third-party tested. If you want to use Legion supplements, you can use my code Edin to save yourself some money on it and get some loyalty points while you're at it. You don't have to use that. There's many other brands that are tried and true and third-party tested, but that's the one that I personally use. And so how you can prevent this is make sure that you get third-party tested products. You're not randomly consuming things that other people give you. In the case of Jannik Sinner, you are making sure that the people around you are well aware of the products that they are using so that they don't accidentally get you in trouble. And not only getting you in trouble, because WADA isn't the only thing we're afraid of. I mean, you don't want to be taking a product that you don't know what's in it. So I think even if you're not an athlete, an important rule of thumb is to get third-party tested products. While they might be $5 to $10 more expensive, it's the peace of mind. She was now taking a melatonin product that had a heart medication in it. She wouldn't have known for her whole life, if she wasn't an athlete that was tested, she wouldn't have known that she was taking a heart medication by accident. That could have been any medication. That could have been a diabetes medication and caused a few low blood sugars, right? So I think it's very important, whether you're an athlete or not, that when you're using supplements, you should be getting products that are third-party tested just for your peace of mind, so you know everything that's going into your body, because a lot of people rely on supplements and we're obviously trying to optimize our health and our fitness. It's very important that we get third-party tested products so that we know exactly what's in them, so that we know exactly what's going in our body, so that we can actually be able to optimize our health, nutrition, and fitness. If you guys like this video or have any questions, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next one.